Welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host today, Debbie Woodland. I work for Great Basin Water Co. John is out, so he's entrusted me to lead the show today. But I want to introduce my guest with me here today. And we have Tom and Steve. And the reason Tom and Steve are here is we're going to discuss our upcoming presentation for Friends of Discovery Park. It's a nonprofit, and Steve and Tom are going to discuss how to build a burrowing owl habitat.
Sounds good.
In fact, yep, and is where we meet. We meet at Great Basin College, and that's located at 551 Calvada Boulevard, room 107. Come in, it's free. It starts at 5:30. September 5th. Thank you, but my eyes were blurring. And they're going to be there to show you how to construct. We'll have the items, the products that you can see how they do it. And we're going to have lots of pictures. But is what you're going to learn. You're going to learn, in fact, we're going to talk about it right now, what the items that we need to put this habitat together, what we need to purchase, just...
All the stuff can be purchased locally. You can get right to hardware stores. Some stuff you might find in your garage. You might have, I found empty buckets that I've used. Most of it can be purchased at Home Depot, or any other, home building place that you use. And the burrows run total cost about $140 a piece when you flush it all out and everything is done.
And then also too, like I see, we use those blue barrels. Those are food grade, aren't they? Plastic.
Yes.
55-gallon drum food grade barrels, because we don't want to put any toxins. As you can see right now, this is something that
we're marking the barrel now to cut it in half. That barrel will actually make 2 habitats.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. And then to that burrow, you have that. What is that hose?
It's that one in that picture looks to be that 6-inch corrugated drainage pipe, perforated drain pipe. It's plastic. Some people call it funny pipe. You can twist it and turn it, and it's cut in 10-foot sections.
Well, the nice thing being that it's corrugated, it gives them a ridge that their little feet can go through. But I noticed, I participated in a burrowing owl habitat a number of years ago with Red Rock Audubon Society, and I believe we were using 4-inch pipe, and actually it was flexible PVC, and it was slick, and it was...
they used a saw at that time to cut ridges in the bottom, little lines in the bottom of the pipe. I remember reading about that. So that the owls could climb it.
In fact, those plans, where did you say they come from?
I got them from Christiana Manville, from the Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah, U.S. Fish and Wildlife. So these are, these habitats that you're building are,
Right.
Been in use.
The particular one I built with the 4-inch pipe was what they use in Las Vegas in the Rainbow Owl Preserve. That's 4-inch pipe in there. Tom's, the burrows that we built at Tom's, they use 6-inch pipe, and that's widely used in Arizona, and a lot of that's more built on the line of kit fox dens and bigger animals that are build bigger dens because the owls take over.
Oh, okay.
Old dens. They can build their own, but generally they
take over another habitat
dens that have been abandoned.
Oh, okay. On that leach pipe, and I imagine that leach pipe, what makes it leach is because all the little holes, so
correct.
That it filters off and drains. Now, talking about how you put those in the ground, we have a picture of using a backhoe. But is that really necessary?
It was not on my property when I did it. I hand dug mine, and it didn't take a whole lot of long time. When we put Tom's in the ground, we almost
needed
had to
help.
blast.
Oh, okay, you needed help? Well,
Yeah.
well, it just depends on how,
The ground was just, it was cement, it was caliche, and
Yeah.
you know, you can't dig in it with a shovel, it's almost impossible.
but,
His burrow is up, his burrow is totally underground. Mine is half underground and then half buried.
Right.
We brought in fill dirt so we have enough insulation over the top of the barrel to keep the owls cool in the hot weather. So
yeah.
mine's
'cause
built up.
Yeah.
How many inches of soil did you put on top of your barrel, would you say?
The bottom, the nesting portion of my burrows are at 4 feet.
4 feet.
Oh, wow, yours is deep.
4 feet. Well, the
Okay.
barrel is 37 inches, basically cut in half, and then however big the inspection buckets that go in the top, so you can pull it out and look into the burrow. That's another 12 inches or so, so 47 inches, and that has to be buried just about right to the top of that inspection bucket, because no light can get into the burrow at all. It has to be completely dark.
Now, you
There's
said,
actually 2 buckets. One bucket goes down into the other bucket sits on top, which is full of dirt. So you pull the bucket with the dirt out so you can see down into it,
The other bucket doesn't have a bottom.
and then use it for a plug again to keep the light out.
and you could probably put a camera in there some way,
You
something
certainly
like
could.
that, and be able to photograph.
Absolutely.
You certainly
Yeah.
could.
Okay,
Absolutely, yeah.
alrighty, that sounds great. And actually is what I did, which I didn't kind of like share with you. I thought I'd do like a little Q&A, a little question and answer on owls, especially because, I mean, I know both of you have a passion for photographing. Because I see a lot of your pictures on Outdoors Pahrump on Facebook.
Yes.
So, you know, and it's just that I know you've shared in the past lots of information. We did a burrowing owl presentation. Was that last year, wasn't it?
Last, I think April or so.
Yeah, so, you know, and all of us that attended, because look how cute they are, you know, and they need homes. They need homes because, do they dig their own burrows?
Well, there's so much habitat destruction here lately with all the building going on. The burrows that they used to have and find available quite often are disappearing rapidly. So they really need the help to put these burrows in. And it's fairly easy and it's fairly inexpensive. So we're hoping people will catch on. And
I had 5 burrows disappear around just within 100 yards of my property in the last year and a half that have been gone due to reconstruction and people coming to clear lots.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, you know, they own the lot, the people take care of it. It's unfortunate, it's going to happen, but their habitat is going away.
And also it doesn't help with all the ATVs and motorcycles
Absolutely.
ripping through the
Well,
desert.
2 of the burrows, we lost 2 ATVs. They drove right over them and crunched them.
Oh,
You know, not
no.
pointing fingers, it just is what it is.
Right.
I lost about 3 burrows over where my daughter lives over on Rodeo. There was 2 of them were destroyed by ATVs and Jeeps, and then one was one that had actually 2 entrances to it was destroyed when they brought in horses, fenced it off and brought in horses, and
okay.
just they were gone. So in 1 year there was four right there. So we losing a lot of them.
Yeah, because when you look at those burrows out in the desert, you don't see them. There's not a sign or
They're hard to spot.
They're hard to spot.
Yep.
So, and I know that in other conversations we've had too about, you know, the title of our program, September 5th at 5:30, got bugs and rodents running around. Well, a good way to keep from having to put pesticides and, you know,
Yes.
to keep this year,
The rodents.
grasshoppers, cockroaches, crickets, those unbelievable crickets. And I've seen some grasshoppers that were like this morning in my vegetable garden, about 4 inches long. I mean, huge.
Yeah.
And you told me that you didn't see, because you both have habitats and burrowing owls around.
Very rarely do I see. I mean, we have bugs that run around. You know, it's the desert. You can't stop them, but not anywhere near what we had before I got the owls. We got involved with the owls and started increasing their habitat right around us and really trying to keep them around. The owls have really cut back on all the bugs. And
The owls tend to, as the children start developing, they will go around and collect horse dung and what have it, and bring it over towards the entrance of their part. So they're attract the bugs, so when the little ones come out, they have something to chase and peck on. And mom and dad usually fly out in the fields and bring the bigger bugs back to them while they're doing this. So it teaches them right away that the bugs are the enemy.
Yeah, the bugs are the enemy. In fact, on that flyer, you can see that left picture. That's your photograph of your baby in there. Probably thinking when you open up that lid, it was either like, "Oh, I'm getting attacked," or
It
or
was
maybe,
scary. Look,
he wasn't happy with you. His mouth's wide open. He was spitting at me, hollering and complaining. So.
Oh yeah, how cute is that? Well, just our quick Q&A here. How many, for those who know the answers, how many eggs do they lay on an average? Do you know?
Do I have to push the button?
Hit that button. Yes?
And then you were up to 12.
Okay.
It's not, I had 9 in mine, and only 8 that we saw at a time, owlets. So we lost 1 somewhere in there, but I had 8 that.
I had 2 that I was monitoring this year, and one had 11, one had 10, and another one had 8. So of those 3 that in that close area, there's between the 8 and 11. So.
And then also too, this isn't on my. Let me ask you this one: do they excavate their own burrows?
I don't think they start doing it. They'll repair something if they see it.
Okay.
Dinner, they'll repair it and do something.
You were supposed to hit
Yeah,
your
you hit the
button.
button.
Okay, all right. So, all right. Well, you know what?
My bad.
I think that everyone should come and join us September 5th. It's a Thursday at 5:30 at Great Basin College, room 107, and we can ask all kinds of questions. Look at everything you need to buy to set up your own. And I want to thank you, Tom and Steve, for coming and helping me with this presentation today.
It was my pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
And I was going to just put a call out to Great Basin. If anybody in the service territory, check our website. We have rebates available for you. Thank you.